What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy Zeke Dawg, and I'm back with another video. So, I'm coming today with the subject that everybody has been hitting me up about, including Sydney. He shot me an email today. I said, listen, man, you got some questions, I got some answers. So, we talking about leasing at Prime. I'm going to start out first by talking about the company driver. At Prime Inc., you got the option to come in as a company driver. Now, as a company driver, you ain't got to worry about nothing. All you got to do is go hop in whatever truck they assign you, and then you just start driving. You ain't got to worry about no gas. You ain't got to worry about damaged freight, none of that. I mean, that's all gonna be covered by the company anyway. So you get in, you do your driving. Every 7 days, you get like 1 day off. So in 2 weeks, you get 2 days off. 2 and 2. So they do have forced dispatch as a company driver. You can't get a load and be like, you know what? I ain't trying to drive up here to Alaska. So I ain't saying you going to Alaska with Prime. I don't even think they got loads that go up there. That's another subject. But nah, like for real, if you don't want to go to California or New York, guess what? As a company driver, you get that load, guess where you going? To the place you don't want to go. Because you ain't got no options. Now, on the flip side, as I said, you ain't got to worry about no fuel. You ain't got to worry about the cost. What gas station got the cheapest fuel? You ain't got to worry about none of that. All you do is get in your truck that they assign you, and you drive. You ain't got to worry about paying for securement equipment if you flatbed gang. All that stuff gets provided to you. Why? Because you're a company man. And don't get me wrong, being a company man ain't no bad thing if that's what you want, but you gotta want it. You can't want to be a lease operator and sitting over here as a company man. That don't make sense. So, next step or next category is gonna be the lease program at Prime Inc. Alright, so you may have heard there are 2 types of lease. It's 2 of everything. Y'all got me with the 2s. Alright, so we're gonna start out with the first lease. It's the what they call like the basic lease at Prime. So you come in, you go through your orientation. If you new, you go through your orientation 3 days. If you tanker or if you flatbed, you got another 2 days. So you got like a week of orientation and you done. But if you already in Prime and you already a company driver, they got what's called an upgrade. Upgrade your all that. So you can do an upgrade, but it's still gonna put you in the same boat. So now you at Prime. You're gonna lease. What you have to do first is contact Success Leasing. Success Leasing is going to put you on a list. You may be at the top of the list, you may be at the bottom of the list, but that list is going to be determining when you're going to get a truck. So, they got a lot of trucks for regular lease. Now, they got them broken into division. They got the reefer, they got the flatbed, and they got the tanker. So when you're looking on an inventory list, you can't look on there really and pick out reefer trucks if you want it in the flatbed. I've heard of them converting trucks, but it's not often. So let's just say you in reefer. We're gonna say reefer because they got a lot of reefer trucks. So you look on the list, they gonna have Volvos, Internationals, Kentworths, Peterbilts, and it's one more. Freight shakers, Freightliners. So you're gonna look on that list and you can give them your preference. If you prefer a Pete like Zeke Dawg and his Lime Time, hey, tell them, listen, hey, I want to be like my boy Zeke Dawg. Get that Pete Dawg and get the rolling. And they'll try to help you out with that. So the other lease that I talked about is the lease purchase. Now, you can't even begin to get into that category until you have already been leasing under the traditional lease for 90 days. That's 3 months. 1, 2, 3 months. that sounds like it could be a Spanish word, months. Alright, so but we're gonna start with the regular lease. No down payment, no background check, no credit check. I say no background check. That may be a lie because they're gonna do a background check before they hire you. No credit check. So no down payment, no credit check, and you just get the truck. So if it's a truck that's already there, that's used, you got the option to get brand new trucks if they're available, but the lease payment will be a little bit higher. And as the year and miles go on, that payment will decrease slightly. The oldest truck you're going to get is 4 years. After 4 years of when that lease starts, for whoever, the truck going to get sold. So let's just say Johnny grabs a brand new Pete. He drives it for a year. He turns it back in. He go on lease purchase. Now they got a truck there that's 1 year old, 150,000 miles on it roughly. Now they gonna lease it, continue to lease it back out to other people, but you're not paying that brand new price. It's gonna go down a little bit, maybe by $50, maybe by $100, but that lease is gonna go down a little bit. But it's only gonna stay in their lease inventory for 4 years max. 3 years for reefers, up to 4 years with flatbed. So you'll be able to see what the end of lease date is on that vehicle. And you may look and be like, all right, this vehicle is still good for 2.5 years of a lease. I'll just sign on and get this one. If it's brand new, it's gonna be a whole 4 year, 3 year. Now these are walk away lease. Listen to me now. Walk away lease, meaning I could be driving, I can get a phone call saying, hey, we got a family emergency back home. We're gonna need you home for a whole month. Now, you can choose to pay that monthly payment. Weekly. You can choose to pay that weekly payment because that's gonna be due regardless whether you drive or not. Or you can contact Success Leasing and say, hey, I need to turn this truck in tomorrow, ASAP, and I need to schedule my inspection so I can get it turned in. I got a family emergency, whatever the thing is. They may not require a reason, but you can always tell them, listen, I got a family emergency. I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna turn this in for right now. Or you could be out here working and just not making the money for whatever reason, and the reason probably gonna be you lazy. I'm gonna keep it honest, because if you rolling, if you got that hammer down, you taking loads, you ain't turning loads down, you grinding, you gonna make that money. So they do have a walk away lease. Now the benefits of using the regular, like I said, regular traditional lease, like I said, no down payment. If I gotta keep saying that, boy, I'm telling you that's a biggie. No down payment. Now understand, on a regular lease, you will never, ever own this truck. Okay? So, but you 1099, man. You can write off your lease payment on your taxes. You can write off the fuel on your taxes. It's a lot you can write off on your taxes now as an independent contractor. In addition, after leasing for 2 years, you qualify for payment forgiveness. What about that? Let's just say you want to take a week off and say, you know what, I don't want to be charged for this week. I've been here for 2 years. Yo, what up? Success Leasing? Yeah, this Zeke Dawg. Roo. Yeah, this your boy. I'm going to use one of my no payment waivers since I've been here for 2 years. Oh, ain't no problem? Okay. That's how you do it. Just like that. Another thing, your truck break down. Let's say it's going to be down for 2 weeks. You can get a, what do they call it? Not a rental. You can get a another vehicle to substitute it while it's being down. So it's like a rental or replacement vehicle, temporary vehicle, to keep you rolling and making some more money while your truck is down for a long period of time. If they have trucks available. Man, they be hitting you with these ifs and what else, but that's it. If they got trucks available. Let's see what else is pretty good about the lease. I mean, you can go home when you want to. That's right. You can be home every freaking weekend. But it's always a catch to it. Being home every weekend, you ain't gonna make the money like if you out here running. When you out here running, you're running for the money. You're running to get the money. I understand we all got family stuff. Zeke Dawg, one of them people. I like being home. But right now on a new lease, no, baby, Zeke Dawg is running. My first 3 weeks were out. I'm just getting home. So, man, it be like that. But you can schedule home time when you want to. Matter of fact, if you passing through where home is, you just come on home for a day. I mean, for, a little while. As long as you can get that load there on time, you good. Or, example, what I did. I had a load going to Alabama. I'm looking at the map. I'm like, man, this load getting delivered on a Friday. This load is only about 2 hours from Memphis. Guess what? Hit up my fleet manager. I said, yeah, this is Zeke Dawg. I really texted him. I sent him a message on the quad. But I was like, hey, man, once I drop this load off, I'm going to head to the house. Now I'm coming back out Monday. I'm going to do my 36 reset. 34 reset. He said, 10-4. See you later, big dog. I was like, what? I like this. But when you want to schedule time off as an independent contractor, they really prefer that you do it at least 2 weeks in advance. So you want to be home every 2 weeks. So when you get ready to roll back out, let them know, hey, 2 weeks from now I want to be back home. Or 2 weeks from now I want to be here or there or anywhere you want to be at that specific time. Just give them 2 weeks notice, and that's more courtesy. They can't always get you a load where it's going and it's paying, decent. So those are the pros and cons of being leased. Now let's step on over to this other side. The one that's going to be next for your boy, which is the lease purchase. All right. First of all, with the lease purchase, you will potentially own this vehicle one day. If you pay that mug off. Don't think you gonna own it just because you make a couple payments. Nah. I'm listening. I don't hear that. You gotta make payments. So the normal lease purchase, they're gonna do it for 3 years, 36 months. You make all your payments for 36 months, one payment every week, but over a 36-month period, the truck yours, man. The truck belong to you. Oh, let's talk about this balloon payment y'all keep hearing about. Or keep trying to tell Zeke Dawg about, man, they're going to get you with the balloon payment. You know what? It is a balloon payment. at the end. Guess how much it is? A big face. A fin. No, that's the wrong category. A fin is a 5. A big face $100 bill. Let me get that clear. It's $100 for a balloon payment, and they use that to process the title information. So 36 months, pay the truck off, the truck belongs to yours. Well, hey Zeke Dawg, what if I want to pay it off early? Aha. You can pay it off early too. But it's a caveat to that. You have to pay it consistently for 18 months first. Halfway through the lease, make your payments. After 18 months, you can make one lump sum payment to pay it off. You can't pay an extra $50 a week. You can't pay an extra $100 a week. It don't go like that. You gotta pay it all off at once. Ask how much the payoff is. Drop that bread if that's how you doing it. So, another thing with the lease purchase, you gotta put a deposit down. $14,000. Oh yeah, I'm saying it right. $14,000. Yeah, I know you can buy a Honda Civic for that, but that Honda Civic ain't gonna move that freight like that. So initially, when you order your truck through Success Leasing, because you're gonna pick the color, you're gonna pick the accessories, you're gonna pick everything to get this truck the way you want it within the options that they have available. At that time, 5 of them. 5 G's down, 5,000 down. Cold hard cash. Now, hey, you can use the money from your emergency fund that you should be building up. Or, hey, just write them a check. Swipe your card, whatever you do, that 5,000 is holding toward that truck. In case you decide to say, yeah, man, I don't want to pay the rest of it, I ain't got the money. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna keep your $5,000. You ain't getting that back, fella. That's called a deposit. So, once the truck gets in, 5 months later, so if you order the 1st of January, it'll be May before it get here. And then you got 2 weeks to come pick it up and pay the remaining $9,000. Now you can pay more for the deposit. You can pay $8,000. You can pay the whole $14,000 down up front if you got it like that. Big boss, go ahead. So nothing wrong with that. You can pay all over the front. Go on, pay that 14. Then you ain't got to worry about paying the other 9 if you're doing it as a 5 and 9 split. So that's gonna be due. You gotta pay that money. What else? Accessories. I ain't gonna lie, man. Your boy Zeke Dawg went through just clicking on just about every accessory that they had. It came up to almost $15,000 in accessories. I said, you know what? Pump your brakes. Let's bag that up again. So I went back through and I just kind of got the stuff that I thought I really needed, which still was a lot because it came out to like $10,000. Whew, I was like, $10,000. And guess when that's due? Before you get the truck. I think you got like a 10-week window where they can take the money out for however much your accessories are. So if you got $5,000 worth of accessories over 10 weeks, they're gonna take $500 a week going to your accessories until that's paid off. If you got $10,000 worth of accessories, like your boy Zeke Dawg gonna probably have, guess what? They taking $1,000 a week out your check. Yes, sir. You wanted the accessories? That's what you gotta do. You gotta pay that bread to get it. So, with that being said, money gonna get spent for that. But now you got the truck that's the color you want, the accessories you want in it, and it's brand freaking new. You got a warranty with this truck. The reasons why you see a lot of these big companies with newer trucks, the likelihood, we're going off percentages. The numbers say new trucks don't break down as much as old trucks. Do they break down? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. You can leave the lot, brand new truck, and it break down. It's probably going to be electrical. Everything electrical in these new trucks. But it ain't all bad because it's under warranty. So don't get all frustrated about the new trucks and it got DEF and it's automatic. Oh, guess what? If you order in that new truck, you can get it in a manual. Ooh. Now for all the people that hung up on manuals, man, manuals this, manual this, listen. Zeke Dawg don't care nothing about no manual. Me and you gonna run that same load from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna drive my automatic. You gonna drive your manual. We're gonna get there at the same time. But Zeke Dawg make more money. You like, man, how Zeke Dawg make more money? And we both ran the same exact load. They paid the same amount of money. We went the same distance. The automatic trucks are burning less fuel. Do your own Google research. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research. If you pull up articles that say, oh, well, manuals are getting better fuel, we can debate this, man. We can go back and forth. But the research that I have seen, the vast majority of them, because you're going to get different numbers all the time. But the majority of when I research, 9 out of 10 of the sites that I was researching or the articles that I was reading, saying the automatic is getting better fuel mileage. That's why everybody's going to automatics. And your concentration can be spent more on the road instead of shifting. Now I can eat me a cheeseburger. All right, so if you do want a manual, you can order it. But when you got, it's always a but. That deposit, you got to pay the whole thing up front. That $14, all up front. And if you still don't want the truck when it get in, guess what? They got all your money up front. So yeah, man. So that's pretty much it, man. You know, if you finish your lease off, you can stay with Prime. Now you ain't got no truck payment. Ooh, that's that boss level right there. No truck payment? Man, that's gonna change the game right there. Look at the money that you already making. And now add about $1,000 more to that a week. Now you decide to take a week off. Your insurance is still gonna be due, but I'm talking about like $250, $300 in insurances a week. That ain't nothing compared to you spending $15 a week on payments and insurance together. Big difference. Big difference. But you can take that truck that you now own, you can sell it, you can put another driver in it, you can take that truck to Landstar or any other place and drive up under there. Or you can go get your own authority and drive for yourself. Or, Prime also has I think it's called a power side, to where you can, think you can have your own authority, but run their loads. So the percentage is a little bit different. I don't know as much about that side, but yeah, they got one more side, but you gotta own your own truck on that side, and you get more of a load board option over there. Oh yeah. As of right now, Prime does not have a legitimate load board for the lease purchase people and definitely not for the company guys. But the lease guys, there's no legitimate load board. And when I say legitimate load board, there's something out there in beta testing, and they've been using it for a few years. And with that beta test system, you get 3 choices of a load. You don't like them, you send it back. You get 3 more choices on the load, supposedly, and then you send it back. Then now you got to contact your fleet manager, just tell them, hey, what you're looking for, and then get your load that way. So what happens regularly with the lease, you drop your load off, you send in your empty, and you're dispatched a new load as a proposed load. Now you got to go look at it. Look at how many miles it's going, what it's paying, what, where it's going to. You be like, man, I'm not driving way up there to North Dakota. Ain't no black folks up there. Man, you can turn it down. You can actually hit the no button, the button. You can hit the button, or you can say, yes, I accept it, and then just roll. So they can't forcefully dispatch you. Another thing is, that's your fuel that you putting in the truck as a lease person. So every morning you get a notification telling you where the cheapest fuel is along the route that you should be traveling that day. And it also it'll tell you how much fuel you got in your truck. All prime on top of it. So let's just say Zeke Dawg rolling with about 50 gallons of fuel in a 200 capacity. And some really, really, really cheap fuel is far enough away to where them 50 gallons ain't gonna get me there, but it's gonna be the best financial decision if I could have got fuel there. They'll tell you, hey Zeke Dawg, put 25 gallons in at this gas station because it's the cheapest in your immediate area. And it's gonna get you to that other gas station with the cheapest along your route and top off there. I'm like, what? Y'all saving me money. On top of that, Prime got fuel discounts. So once you fill up, let's say you putting 500 in there, man, you can go back and look on the app almost instantly, and it shows the breakdown of how much of a discount you get. I've seen where they knocked over $100 off mine. I was like, poo, poo, poo. Yeah, you saving money. If every time you fill up, roughly every couple days, 2-3 days, you filling up. If you're doing full fill-ups from close to being empty, 2-3 days, you probably filling up. Let's say 2 to 3 times a week. Let's even break down just 2 times a week. If you saving $200, $100 on this one, $100 on that one, you saving $200 a week just on fuel, you winning right there. You gotta figure out how to save money as a business owner, because that's what you are. Don't let people fool you and say, oh man, you just lease, man, you just glorified company, man. Nah, you're an independent contractor. You running under your own LLC. I hope you're not running as a sole proprietor, but you running under your own LLC. You are your own business person. So with that being said, let's say you from Memphis, like Zeke Dawg, and let's say you 6 hours away from home, and you know what, man, you just drop a load off and all of a sudden you just get homesick. It happens, man. It's the road, man. Sometimes you get lonely out there. You can jump in your truck, let your fleet manager know. Communication is key. Let me just say that. Don't be afraid to communicate what you want to do with your business. Let your fleet manager know, hey, fleet manager, I'm about to shut down. I'm not gonna take no more loads for another 3-4 days. Okay. You are independent contractor. You can do that. It may not be the best financial decision, but you make the best decisions for yourself. I'm not trying to tell you leasing is for everybody. I'm not telling you that leasing at Prime is the best thing since they invented jelly on a Popeyes biscuit. That ain't what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is, if you want to become your own owner-operator one day, if you want to own a truck one day, if you want to work at your own pace and not have somebody breathing on your neck telling you gotta get this load, you gotta get that load, find you a way to own your own truck. If leasing is that stepping stone, lease. If you're not good with finances, you may not want to own your own business one day. Don't lease. It's okay to be a company person. Everybody ain't meant to own their own business. But if you know you meant for more, if you want to do more, man, get out here and get this money. Get out here and do this lease. Leasing is not, and I'm going to say it again, leasing is not the best option. Well, Zeke Dawg, you leasing? True. It was the best option for me. You gotta do what's best for you. Some people may be in a better financial situation to where they can go to the bank. They can put $20,000, $30,000 down, go get the truck they want, make monthly payments, not weekly payments on their truck, and they are already starting to own the truck because they're making payments toward it in an actual loan. I'm making payments toward a lease that the agreement says once I complete the lease, now I own it. But if I don't complete the lease, if I make it to the very last payment and I don't make that payment, guess what I don't own? I don't own no truck. That's the basics of the lease right there. Do what's best for you. Understand what your goals are. Understand what your financial situation is. Understand what you want out of trucking. That's going to be it, man. Word from Zeke. So, man, if y'all done watched this far along, I appreciate y'all checking out my video. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join the Dawg team. So, until the next time, baby, keep it trucking.